Harley and Ivy are back with a new season, where it's still as wacky and bizarre as ever. This time around, it branches Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy into new leaps and bounds, with their new roles hijinks ensues around them. Within its 10 episodes, it becomes somewhat of a scattered mess that is still enjoyable. Let's take a deeper look and find out, shall we? Obviously, spoilers ahead. The Harley Quinn show leaves off where season 3 ends. Harley decides to join the good guys, tagging along with the Bat family, while Ivy wants to advance her career in the world of villainy and become the leader of the Legion of Doom. And it seems simple enough, right? Just like in previous seasons, Harley and Ivy's journey isn't as cut and dry as one would think. Conflict and confusion come into play to help our main characters evolve, and unlike with other seasons, these two must navigate their new situations alone. Harley learns to build up a new reputation from the ground up, trying to learn the ins and outs of being a hero, having a full episode dedicated to having Alfred mentor her in basic hero work. Honestly, it was a pleasant surprise, and I would love to see more of this partnership in the future. Her biggest conflict stems from another identity crisis as to whether she wants to be labeled as a hero or not. These inner conflicts get so bad that she sleepwalks and commits crimes. Also, she has a potato clone. As for Ivy, she tries to figure out how to run the Legion of Doom in a more eco-friendly way. This seems simple at first, but then it becomes more complicated. The more popular she gets, the more out of control her ego becomes. Her eco-friendly heist gets sidelined for fame, pushing away her mentees and sometimes Harley in order to keep her influence over others. Her biggest conflict is with Lex Luthor, which makes this season turn into a wacky boardroom drama. To be honest, most of Ivy's arc is a parody of Succession. The 9th episode is all about Ivy staging a coup to remove Lex Luthor from the LexCorp board, which is a similar plot to the first season of Succession. Also, Talia al Ghul's personality and design resemble Siobhan Roy, another major player in that show. I personally really like that because I really like Succession, okay? Now, due to Harley and Ivy's new jobs, balancing their relationship on top of that is hard. Both want to be supportive of their partner's new role, not wanting to mix those two things together, only dedicating 2 episodes towards it. First is the getaway to a fancy hotel where Ivy and Clayface develop a newfound rivalry, which I would love to see more of. Both of them are divas and they can get a little out of hand, and it's nice to see them, call each other out. The other episode is when Ivy and Harley go to the future to meet their daughter. At first, I kind of sort of hated the idea because anytime a show introduces a child into the mix, I kind of just stop watching. But for some strange reason, I actually enjoyed this version of them meeting their daughter more than anything else. It's not under the best circumstances, and she has a horrible name that neither of them picked, but if the show ever wanted to go this route, I wouldn't be opposed to it. At the end of the season, Harley and Ivy learn that they are better together, forming the Gotham Sirens with Catwoman and Barbara Gordon. I have been waiting for this team to be created since Catwoman was introduced. Overall, it's a pretty good season, but it's kind of all over the place. Kind of feels like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Caribbean, however you want to say it. There are some great ideas, but they're not used to their full potential. These are the main 2 that kind of spoke out to me. The first is the introduction to Talia al Ghul. She's a big business mogul who had no idea how to parent, and that is a great way to showcase the character. But she could have added so much more drama. Her mentorship with Ivy could have put a wedge between her relationship with Harley and her villainous ways. Or the storyline of the Bat family going broke due to Talia leading Wayne Enterprises could have been expanded upon, adding another wedge between Harley's hero work and her relationship with Ivy. Basically, what I'm saying is that she could have been like how Mirage was in The Incredibles. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, go click this video right here and you'll understand why Mirage is the most important character. Now back to the show. This was the perfect time to introduce her character, but it just fell short. You know, it feels like the end sets up that she may be like the villain of season 5. So this could have been the best time to give some motivation to why she doesn't like Harley or Ivy. The second is clone/potato Harley and her thirst for justice. Listen, this could have been a huge opportunity to mess with your audience. Throughout the whole season, Harley is freaking out because she keeps seeing another her. How is this not a great opportunity to have a girl on the train type of twist going on here? Your main character is sleep deprived and questioning her own sanity. Add glimpses of clone Harley here and there, and you could have the audience feeling just as insane as real Harley. Or halfway through the season, have the real Harley be kidnapped by clone Harley. Clone Harley is great at hero work, so it would look like our main character has turned things around until real Harley returns and kicks clone Harley's butt. I don't know, I'm not a writer, but it seems like that is a great way to have like a little weird twist going on there, and that would have been fun. And both could have added an external pressure that could have added some tension between Harley and Ivy trying to find a work-life balance, and that's fun. Drama is fun. From the reviews that I've read, it seems like people are most frustrated that they've split up their two main leads, which I completely understand. At the show's core is Harley and Ivy's relationship, but at the same time, I praise the creators for going this way. It's a gutsy move, straying away from what's previously worked in the past. Any other show would have stuck with what worked and repeated the magic. However, Harley Quinn is different because it focuses primarily on character growth, breaking the status quo of couples in media. Other shows either have this will they won't they thing going on for the entirety of the series, and the spark quickly dies once they're together. In others, they rush them into marriage, and it seems like each character only works when they're with their significant other. The creative team on Harley Quinn take a gamble splitting these two up, but it pays off. Harley and Ivy are two deep characters. They can carry their own storyline with or without the other present. That's a testament to the writing. For 4 seasons, the writers crafted Harley and Ivy as two characters that can stand on their own 2 feet. Both have strengths, fears, and ambitions. Ivy isn't just there to be Harley's sidekick and vice versa. The icing on the cake comes in episode 10. Ivy straight up says that neither has accomplished anything from being apart. And before watching the finale, that was my biggest gripe about the show so far. It felt like things were just happening and these characters were kind of in a plateau. They weren't growing at all. This is a bold move for any show, let alone this one, to have that much confidence in your main characters that you can first split them up and then have them accomplish absolutely nothing. I appreciate this show for not being afraid of doing something different. Plus, it shows both the audience and the characters why Harley and Ivy work better together. Without this separation, both women wouldn't have grown to understand how much they need one another. Harley helps Ivy stay focused on the task at hand, where Ivy helps Harley see a clear vision for her ambition. To separate them and have them do their own thing reinforces everything that works about their relationship and shows them why they should always work together. Here are some things that I would love to see in season 5. They're making a Gotham Sirens / Birds of Prey type of team here. Why would you not introduce Black Canary into the mix? She is cool enough to hang out with Catwoman, and she's lawful enough to be a good voice of reason for Harley and Ivy, but she's not as much as a buzzkill as Barbara can be sometimes. Even if she doesn't come in the next season, I feel like her vibe vibe mixes in really well with this insanity that is this show. Now, the last thing, and probably the most important thing that I would like to see this show do in the future, bring back the emotional sucker punches. Season 1, you had Harley being abandoned by her crew in the hospital, and then you had Ivy's whole speech about feeling like she lives in a metaphorical pit that she can't get out of. They were both powerful moments that brought a slice of reality into this crazy cartoon, showcasing how broken each character can feel. As of late, it feels like that raw, hollow feeling has been lost, to add more room for the weird and bizarre. And I could name a billion different characters they should add into the future, but this right here is what I want to see them circle back to. It is an important reason why the characters work so well in the first place. But hey, that's just what I think. Let me know what you think in the comments down below about this series. Who's your favorite character? What do you want to see in season 5? Click right here to see Harley Quinn's development through seasons 1 through 3. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.